Hey guys, it's ViLo with ViLo Energy Healing. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for the month of September. These messages may not resonate with every Cancer out there, so just take what resonates with you and leave out the rest. All right, also stay tuned for your bonus info that's going to be coming up after this. All right, Cancer, let's see what we got going on for you this month. Let's see here. You know, Cancer, you're finally done with the victim mindset. Okay, you're not stuck anymore. The only thing that's been keeping you trapped is hesitation. Now, once you stop second guessing yourself and actually move, you'll see that the path has been open this whole time. You know, something feels unfinished. Okay, like you keep running the same cycle on repeat without closing it. You keep repeating patterns, hoping for a different outcome. You know, it's like that here we go again, you know, type of energy. And honestly, you're sick of it. You know, that's the reason you feel drained and like you're stuck in a loop that never seems to end, because you haven't fully closed it out yet. You know, you're letting the past hold you back and drag you down. Okay, old memories, old relationships, or old habits, they're keeping you from completely moving on. You know, the problem is you can't start fresh if you're still replaying the same story and the same shit over and over in your head. You've been playing it safe, moving slow, trying to build stability through consistency and patience, and you're trying to do everything like the right way. But that same routine is what's making it feel like things are dragging or boring or stuck. Okay, like nothing's really changing. You know, being too careful is actually what's holding you back right now. You know, that picture perfect fantasy that you had about family, a relationship, or a money dream just kind of fell apart. Okay, what you thought was stable wasn't actually solid. Okay, it wasn't real stability, and it was never meant to last. Okay, as painful as it was, this ending cleared out what wasn't meant for you and kind of forced you to face reality. You're finally pulling yourself out of anxiety and stress. Okay, the worst part is over. The sleepless nights and the constant worrying, they're all easing up. Okay, but only because you're finally facing the truth. And now that you're facing things head on, the pressure is slowly lifting and you're finally getting some relief. You know, the good news is that pretty soon you get a taste of happiness and satisfaction. Okay, something that you've been hoping for or waiting on finally feels like it's within reach. Okay, it may not be the full package yet, but it's enough to remind you that your happiness matters too. Okay, and you're allowed to want it. Now, Cancer, you've been through hell and back, and your calm strength and presence is how you survive things. You know how to stay calm when everything else around you is falling apart. Okay, you don't need to prove yourself to anyone anymore. You already know your strength and your worth. And that quiet confidence is your real power. Now, someone around you or close to you is like emotionally closed off or just having a hard time expressing like their real feelings. Okay, they either can't give you the love and support that you need, or they're purposely holding back because they're scared to open up. Either way, their walls aren't your fault or for you to fix. Okay, but they do affect the way the communication, the way the connection flows. You know, you want things to move like now. You're sick of waiting, sick of the back and forth, and you just want answers already. But at the same time, you're scared of rushing in and screwing it all up again because, you know, you've done that before. It's that constant tug of war between like, I need to do something and damn, I don't want to make it worse. You know, this is where things finally start to feel lighter. Okay, you get a little bit of hope back. Like maybe everything isn't completely messed up. Okay, it's not an overnight fix, but it's that reminder that you're not done yet, okay? And there's still something good ahead. September closes with you actually believing again. And that is huge. All right, Cancer, that's what I have for you today. Hey, Cancer, it's Vito of ViLo Energy Healing. Welcome back to part 2 of your reading. This is going to be your bonus info for the month of September. Okay, let me just see here. We're going to start off with some timing windows. Okay, I'm going to start from the beginning of the month, work my way to the end of the month. Let's see. All right, so September 2nd to the 5th. Okay, that's when going to be feeling the release of like a mental block, okay, or breaking free from like a restriction. Okay. The 9th to the 12th, this is like the past resurfacing or like unfinished cycles showing up. 15th to the 18th, okay, that's when anxiety clears, your inner strength kind of builds up again, and there's going to be like a truth being confronted. All right. The 23rd to the 27th, okay, that's when communication or like there's going to be like communication or like a teamwork kind of breakthrough. Okay. All right, let's see here. Zodiac signs. All right, now these are the signs that came through strong in your reading. Okay, this could be somebody that you're dealing with, doesn't have to be. Okay, don't get too fixated on the signs. You could be dealing with any sign. All right, the first one I see is Virgo. Okay, that talks about patience, routine, or maybe someone stuck in like a slow movement. Next one is Leo. Leo talks about strength, pride, and like your resilience being tested. Let's see here. Aquarius. Okay, air energy. That's like the blunt conversation. Okay, truth, fast movement. Scorpio also showed up. That talks about emotional blocks, intensity, old wounds, resurfacing. Okay, now I'm going to jump into some phrases that you might be saying, thinking, or feeling, okay? This isn't finished yet. I can't keep living in the past. We need to work together. Show me consistency. Okay. All right, I'm going to jump into symbols. And these are symbols that you could be ignoring. I'm picking up a broken chain. Okay, that's about like breaking out of restriction. I'm also seeing a mirror. That's like facing yourself honestly. It's also like a staircase. Okay, that's like steady progress, like one step at a time. That's what that's saying. I'm also seeing a puzzle, like an unfinished puzzle. Okay, that talks about, it's like closure that's missing. What else we got? All right, picking up on, it's just some extra clues that are coming in. Picking up on a conversation with someone from the past brings like clarity that you didn't expect. Also a family or like a financial situation that fell apart, it kind of like gets revisited, but like in a new way. Also someone's lack of emotional availability kind of like reveals like the truth about where they stand. Okay. All right, I'm going to pick up some initials. Okay, this could be your name, a name of someone that you're dealing with, first name, last name. Take it how you see fit. Let's see what we got here. I have C. I have D. H. J. K. L. M. and S. All right, that's what I have for you guys today. If you're enjoying the bonus info and you want me to continue this way, just hit that like button or leave me a quick comment to let me know. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And until next time, sending you love and light.